Okay, we are live streaming on YouTube. So everyone, it's time to start the meeting. Perhaps you can turn on one of them. दोनों बंदे भी देखे जा रहे हो काम पे नहीं let the AC do its job, then we'll see after some time. Okay, everyone. So, welcome to another meeting of Karachi Toastmasters Club. It's for honor and privilege to welcome you all. Thank you for making it here at the PACC, and then thanks for climbing those marble steps to this room number 12, and we are honored to be joined, of course, by our PQD, BDM Azadi, our immediate past president, BDM Sarfraz Azim, and someone who is a district leader in all 124 districts of Toastmasters, BDM Ajay. So, at least it appears that way. So, thank you so much, and of course, Karachi Toastmasters Club is the oldest surviving Toastmasters Club in Pakistan. It was founded in September 2000. It is also one of the most decorated clubs in not only Pakistan but in the world as well. And its contribution to Pakistan as a district is immense. In fact, Karachi Toastmasters Club was the one club that was responsible for contributing the most to Pakistan becoming a district. And we contributed a lot of district leaders. And as a club, we refrain from talking about three topics: sex, religion, and politics. But of course, we are all very considerate individuals. It's not as if the mere mention of these topics is forbidden. Any attempt to create debate, any attempt to create controversy, any attempt to create a marginalization of any person or individual will be strictly dealt with. Otherwise, of course, we are free to talk on any topic. And those are looking at me expectantly and perhaps hoping that I will be announcing some change in policy, but sadly no. Because no such decision has been taken by the executive committee, which brings me to our last meeting and our business session. So, our last meeting was held exactly 1 week ago, and it was a speakerthon. So, in the speakerthon, the following were the top 3 winners. Third place was taken by Toastmaster Siddharthi, second by myself, third and first by BDM Sarfraz. In evaluators, third place was taken again by me, second by Toastmaster Imran, and the winner was Toastmaster Razak. Best pick 2 was Toastmaster Vase and as journal evaluator. And that was the last meeting. And since the last meeting, the executive committee has taken no decisions that require the approval of members, except for one, which is the addition of the new member, Toastmaster Zishan. And officially, that is also subject to a voting by club members, induction of a new member. But then again, I have never ever witnessed this once in any club around the world. You have and voting. No, I'm not talking about induction. I'm talking about voting. Whether to induct the new member. So officially, that's subject to, of course, the approval of the club. But there is also one more principle of parliamentary procedure, and that is that if you make a proposal and there is no opposition, then no voting is required. It is taken as even if there is one dissenting voice, that means that it has to be put forward. So yeah, I hope you want me to continue this engrossing discussion of parliamentary procedures for the next 2 hours. But sadly, we have a meeting we better get to. And before that, we have a few very valuable guests. The first of them, Madam, what's your name? Sorry. Sumbul. Madam Sumbul, will you please come and introduce yourself?
My name is Nidal Pradeep and I work as AIGO Corporation in the Information Security Division. Well, I don't know much about this class. I was invited as a guest, so I would love to just join you as a student. What are the happenings and how it goes on.
Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful possible. And I'm very fond of correcting people when they call it a class, but unfortunately, I can't help it today. But of course, Karachi Toastmasters Club is famous for a lot of things, but it's also famous or famous for its focus on education. We used to be completely fixated on education a few years back. We didn't even used to have the themes for a meeting. And we were no nonsense. We did not hold events. We did not roll out. But thanks to a few members, first and foremost amongst which is Toastmaster Musa, who is not in the meeting today, and members like Toastmaster Deva, and a lot of other members, they have brought some life and social activity and put the club in the club, so to speak. We have another very valuable guest. First of all, our program quality director, A.K. Madhavali, although you don't need any introduction, but for formality's sake, would you like to introduce yourself? Okay,
Sorry.
Yeah. Yes, A.K. Madhav. Please introduce yourself.
Sorry, voice is not clear. Are you asking for something to me?
Yeah. I'm asking you to introduce yourself.
I think you are telling about the introduction. So I am DKM Azam Ali. I'm the one who had been attending the KDC meeting in the past as well, even before the joining of the Toastmaster. And I think Karachi Toastmaster meeting are instrumental. And one of the person online, that is Imran Rana, he is also one of the person who is a reason of my joining to the Toastmaster. And I always love to attend these meetings, and looking forward for a lovely meeting today as well.
Thank you so much, DTM Azam. And now introducing someone very special. As I told you, this person happens to be a district leader in all 124 districts of Toastmasters. Isn't that true? DTM Azam, please introduce yourself.
Thank you, DTM Talaha. I hope I am audible.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Ajay. I am joining from India, and I'm a member since 2015, and I'm part of 4 clubs in 4 districts: South Africa, Russia, Pakistan. I'm a member in Quantum Leap Advanced Toastmasters Club and Smedley Chapter 1 Advanced Toastmasters Club, which is in Founders District. So that is all about my Toastmasters journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, DTM Ajay. And as per the controversial announcement that was made on the group today, as a member of Quantum League Toastmasters Club, you're free to take part in KTC meetings just like members. So yeah, call that collusion, call that conflict of interest. Anyhow, we have our newest member, Toastmaster Ishan. Please be introduced to them. But no, we'll keep asking you to, unless you deliver your icebreaker. So, yes.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. I'm Dishant Singhali, and I'm a cybersecurity professional. I joined with the Toastmasters just following the steps of Majid. He's a good friend of mine, and he shared numerous news regarding these Toastmaster clubs, and he convinced me that if I have to do myself for the public speaking and for the stage presence, so please join Toastmasters. This is the only story. So thank you.
Thank you. And we have another Toastmaster branch.
I'm surprised because I think I'm one of the guests, but I haven't made a payment yet.
You got the hint.
So my name is Raj Chaudhary, and I've been coming on and off in Toastmasters Club since 2015. Yes, it's been that long, and I've been a fan. My most of the contribution I have made is introduce new and new members to Toastmasters Club rather than giving speeches. I think I will introduce more members to the club than there are levels in a apartment. Thank you so much.
And both exams are actually members of Quantum League Advanced Group. All right. Who else? We have. Yeah. Hey, welcome now. Please introduce yourself.
Assalamualaikum, good evening, Toastmasters. My name is Zara Latif. By profession, I'm an ECT educator. BA honors, I have done my degree this year, completed, and presently doing voluntary service at our community as a Parvaz lead. And joining, not yet joined Toastmasters, but coming on and off in the meetings. So, inshallah, I'll be there.
Great. That's the commitment that you wanted out of you. And it has been recorded. The these days. Okay. All right.
Please transfer the money. I'm doing this.
So moving on to the meeting itself, we have our Toastmaster of the day.
Wow.
Who is?
Anyhow.
So yeah, this is our new speaker, a non-human speaker, and speaking.
Ask it to
Speaking a little. It's also flashing different colors, but I don't know what it's doing. So our Toastmaster of the day is someone who's very special in a very short period of time. He has, I don't know, won how many Best Speaker awards? Like every time she speaks, she wins the Best Speaker award. So the good news for everyone is that today she's not one of the speakers. So, yeah, good and hope for other speakers like Toastmaster. So everyone, please put your hands together for Toastmasters sit up.
William Wordsworth says, nature never did betray with the heart that loved her. Dear Toastmasters and honorable guests, as the winter approaches and I find myself reflecting on the remarkable journey of the migrating birds. Did you ever feel or notice that what drives these birds to leave the warmth of their nest and to search for the long, uncertain journey the answer I got it from Oscar Wilde's A Tale, Happy Prince. It actually tells or teaches that comfort can be, what I say, comfort can be get by avoiding the, what I say, I'm just getting that thing. But comfort can be able to, you can be able to get by avoiding the true fulfillments. Similarly, the birds leave their nest and they just leave the uncertain area or the place. The tail symbolizes the prince, and the prince symbolizes a luxury. And that luxury, he just signifies for the whatever the ornaments he has, he sacrifices for the betterment of the people and those who are in need. Every year, these birds, face the challenge of the chilling weather, chilling wind, and they just biting the cold of the winter to just face it, and they just go for the unknown face and go for the unknown journey. So that actually reminds me, again, one more Oscar Wilde's quote that you can never be happy by being. Oh, I'm not even kidding. Okay, you can never be happy unless you learn to love, and unless or until you learn to love. So this pure fuel can can bring our connection and make us so stronger, make our connection stronger, and emphasizes that.
Go on. Ignore it.
Okay. So this was, the journey whenever we face some obstacles, some difficult time or hard time. So this journey, the journey of the birds that you might, they just recalls. And I recall with the passage of time that whenever it comes, it always reflects me the journey of the migration of the birds. The same time, whenever we feel difficult time and whenever we come across with the difficult time, so we have to, just think that it is the time to leave and to hunt for the better things or for the better opportunities. So without further ado, I would like to call the participant before inviting the participants. I would like to mention that there are 3 segments of this Toastmasters meeting. One is the prepared speech, the another is the table topic session, and the third one is the most important, the journal evaluation session. So let me call the role holders as well. So our first role holder is the grammarian and the word master. Is it Vivari Science? Okay, please, would you like to get
fellow Toastmasters and as the word master of today's training, the word that I told you is frog. A number of words of one of a kind, hidden, nesting, or traveling together in the meaning. And the sentence that describes it properly is the girl saw a flock of birds passing over the meadow. Thank you. I'm sorry, the grammarian has to make a note of all the interesting words it says. No, and the highlighting all the incorrect usage of grammar spoken by the speaker during the prepared speech and the
Move to the right. Yes.
Okay, I'll say it again, as the provision, I'll be making note of all the interesting words, sorry. I'll be making note of all the incorrect usage of grammar spoken by the prepared speeches, speakers, and the given topic speakers. Done.
Thank you so much, Vivarathan. Okay, now I would like to pause timer of today's meeting. Okay, Toastmaster and Rehan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. As the de facto timer, my responsibility is to make sure that the meeting proceedings are on time. There will be different timing for different segments. For prepared speeches, since all the speeches, also one speech we have an icebreaker speech. So the icebreaker speech goes like from 4 to 6 minutes. At 4, I'll show green. This means you have qualified the minimum requirement. At 5, I'll show yellow. And at 6, I'll show red. This red color means the speaker is left with 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, the speaker will be disqualified from voting. Along with that, we have 5 to 7 minute speeches. The procedure will same procedure will be followed. At 5, I'll show green. At 6, I'll show red, yellow, and at 7, I'll show red. This red color means the speaker is left with 30 seconds. After that, the speaker will be disqualified. Then we have table topic session. Table topic speeches are from 1 minute to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. At 1 minute, I should read. This means the speaker has covered the minimum time. At 1.5, I should yellow. And at 2 minutes, I should red. So after red, the speaker is left with 30 seconds. So the speaker has to wrap up the speech within that time. Then we have speech evaluations. Speech evaluations are from 2 minutes to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I should green. At 2.5, I should yellow. And at 3 minutes, I should red. After that, after 30 seconds pass, the speaker will be disqualified from voting. Over to you.
I recommend taking longer to explain this. It was so brief.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rahul. Okay, now I would like to call the listener of today's meeting and our counter. Is TM Martha, the person there?
No, she hasn't joined it, but I think that she will do the role when she joins. Yeah. You can continue. Okay.
So now I would like to call the listener. Now I would like to call the joke master of the day to share some jokes and make us laugh. TN Hiba raise hand.
So, master in day. I got my dad a book about blue once. He couldn't put it down once. I got my dad a book about blue once. He couldn't put it down. One, he couldn't put it down. Where do cucumbers go on late night? The salad bar. The vet said, I have 30. Good news, it is eatable. And the last one, why don't ducks like reading directions? They prefer to wing it.
Thank you so much, Vivarathan, for making this now. Now let's turn our attention to the first prepared speech. It will inspire and ignite our passion of public speaking. So I would like to call our first speaker of today's meeting, Bilal Faruqi. And yes, and for inviting Bilal Faruqi, I would like to call the evaluator of his speech. I would like to call DTM Talha bin Hamid. And please explain.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for Master today. So, Toastmaster Bilal Faruqi today is taking the all-important first step, the journey of 1,000 miles. The icebreaker speech, the 4 to 6 minute speech, It's an introductory speech. Its purpose is for the Toastmaster to get acquainted with the stage and for the club to get to know the Toastmaster better. So the speaker is expected to shed light on some of his or her life's interesting aspects, their life story, something about the family, their education, their journey, their aspirations, anything that lets us get to know them better. And in this speech, I usually don't say this, but you are allowed to consult the paper if you wish. And but this is the only speech where Toastmaster allowed it. And of course, this being the first speech, the focus is on the speaker's confidence and to motivate them rather than to judge them on a very strict criteria. So everyone, please welcome Toastmaster. Yeah, please.
Please welcome our first speaker to the stage, Toastmaster without comment.
Name of the speech, please. The speech title is Inspired to Speak.
The speech title is Inspired to Speak.
Yes.
Can't really believe the time from this.
Hello everyone, my name is Bilal Faruqi and I am a last year student studying software engineering at Fast University. When I'm not buried in code and assignments, I like to go to the gym. I take my fitness really importantly. I love meeting my friends, trying out new cafes with my sisters, and I like to keep it real. That's why I've been off social media in the past year. So, no Instagram, no Twitter, no TikTok, none of that. I like to meet people and talk to them face to face. Now, I really enjoy reading. But I have a confession, guys. I used to read the typical romance novels a few years ago. And I deeply apologize to this professional audience. But guess what, guys? I've evolved. I've started reading more serious novels, more serious books, such as informative books. I love watching podcasts. I feel like you can learn a lot from podcasts. And like I mentioned, I love talking. In Gen Z terms, I am what we call a yapper. So I love talking, I love meeting people, and I love networking with people. That's pretty much me in a nutshell. So why did I join Toastmasters? A few weeks ago, I had my first session in this club as a guest, and I mentioned that it was my dad who nudged me to join Toastmasters. My dad supports me a lot, and he focuses on self-growth a lot, which is great, to be honest. Now, another apology. My dad himself is not a Toastmaster, but let me explain. He lives in Jammu. It's a city near Medina, Saudi Arabia, and there are no clubs over there. So I take my apology back and put it on you guys. So maybe you guys should open more clubs globally in places like Jammu. I admire people who speak with eloquence. There's something magnetic about someone who speaks confidently and can connect with the audience. I feel like public speaking enhances your personality. It adds on to your personality, which I've seen with almost every one of you guys. Oh, a fun fact, I even went to my English professor in my university and asked her if joining Toastmasters was a good idea, and she gave me a thumbs up. So, it was my dad, my professor, you guys, and an inspiration after watching these skilled speakers. So, all of this made me realize that it was really important to be a great speaker. And hence, I'm here in Toastmasters. So, here I am, guys. On to my personal goals. First and foremost, I'd love to be a great speaker. I'd love to inspire any one of you guys. You know, I love watching motivational speeches. And one day, I hope I would be the one making those type of speeches. So That's me. The talkative, the adventurous, the sometimes too much beloved, and that is what I like to say about myself. Yes. So I am looking forward to joining Toastmasters, and I'm really excited to see what this brings for me. That is about me. Thank you so much for listening.
And we don't mind too much of your work, and it's really good to know about it. Okay, so now let's move on to our ticket speech participants, and it's time to welcome Toastmaster Mohammed Azhar.
Okay, there is a change. The value of Toastmaster Arthur is now.
Okay. So this is the time to come to the next speech of today's meeting. I would like to call the evaluator of Toastmaster Mohammed Azhar, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor, come on the stage and tell us the purpose of his speech. And the topic is habit problem. Level 3 project effective body language, habit problem. The topic is habit problem.
We have the
Good evening, everyone. I always say, whenever I'm on the evaluation, that it's my honor to evaluate the speaker name. But today, from my bottom of my heart, I'm sincerely very much honored to evaluate such an eloquent speaker. Toastmaster Mohammed Azhar is embarking on engaging humor. This is his level 3 speech. It's an elective. He has decided to choose with an effective body language. Now, what is body language? Body language is mostly about while you speaking, you don't use your body. So you have to express from your eyes, from your most of the time with your expressions. So I will be noticing that a bit of that. Language is coach. It is 5 to 7 minute speech. Toastmaster Mohammed Azhar, speech title, Habit Problem. Habit Problem, Toastmaster Mohammed Azhar.
Here was master and this. Not exactly recall the day, month, and year, but it must have been a Wednesday evening when I met first time Toastmaster Market. It was an affection at first sight. Toastmaster Dishan with the Diwali. Never imagined he would tell me something or he would find out something in me one day. He told me that he had noticed that I had been constantly moving my legs, my head, my body, and purposely, inappropriately, unnecessarily. While I appreciate
appreciated as being observation and as off-the-cuff remarks. It was not surprising because he was not alone mentioning this to me. If any of you haven't noticed it yet, you will in coming meeting sessions. I even faced embarrassment because of my this annoying habit. I didn't even realize how much miss and distress this habit had created in other people's lives from time to time. One day, in my university days, I was sitting with my chairperson in a conference hall. All of a sudden, she shot me a dirty look. Nobody said anything. But later on, the gentleman who was sitting in my other side told me that you were constantly moving your legs and annoying the good lady. Dear Toastmaster, either I have picked this bad habit from the childhood or I'm suffering very mild form of RLS, restless leg syndrome. It is a sensory and neurologic disorder. The good thing is that it is not a crippling one and rarely an inconvenience for someone who is sharing space with me or sitting close to me. But there are other people who are worse than me, despite the fact that they are not suffering any clinical condition. Few people even don't know what to do with their hands while sitting in a group. One of my bosses had a habit of putting this little pinky finger into his nose all the time while sitting in a formal meeting. Now he not only introduced bacteria but also violated the norm of a formal meeting. Worse of this, he also had a habit of nail biting. That too, by using the same little finger. He must have taken the advantages of the distance from his left nostril to his canine teeth. Now, let me talk about another a day related to this very boss. One day while he was sitting in office, I tried to see closely this little finger to find out whether some sort of honey is flowing from its pores. But to my surprise, there was nothing except some fresh wound mark and old scars inflicted by blood-curdling teeth. Now, another boss had a habit of knuckle breaking. In a pin drop silence, he enjoyed cracking his knuckle all the time. Both were senior and competent officers, but their image and reputation hit rock bottom because of their unwieldy gestures and physical presentation. Dear Toastmasters, I wish, like Toastmaster Majid Akhtar, all my evaluators would have mentioned all my unnecessary movements while even I'm not in the stage. Because the way we carry ourselves is as important as what we say and do. And I think there is no better place than Toastmasters to improve yourself. Because in Toastmaster, when we even finish our speech, we don't say Toastmaster of the day. We show it by extending our hand, wearing a smile in our face, while leaning towards the Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster of the day.
Our performance by Toastmaster Mohammed Asghar. Now coming back to the third speech of the day, I would like to call the evaluator of the third speaker, DTM Talha bin Ahmed. DTM Ajay. DTM Ajay would like to please tell project details.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, madam. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, you are.
Okay, fantastic. So, good evening, everyone. Today, DTM Talha is attempting a speech from Know Your Sense of Humor. And the purpose of this project is to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and to present a speech that includes humor. Dear timer, please note that the time allotted for this speech is 5 to 7 minutes. DTM Talha, could you please let me know the speech title? I posted this question in the WhatsApp, I think.
I think I sent you.
Okay, and yeah, I will. Let me do it, please. And the speech title is A Land of Scary Tales.
Okay.
I think, yeah. So all the best, DTM Talha. The stage is yours.
Just a second, Ajay. I'm about to. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Can you announce the title again? There was a disturbance.
Okay, sure. The speech title is A Land of Scary Tales. A Land of Scary Tales.
The land of scary. Am I audible and visible to you, Ajay, and online?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
I will stop talking. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, how many of you have heard the story Little Red Riding Hood? Did you know that in actuality it is a very scary tale? What we know about the Little Red Riding Hood is a very watered down and kid-friendly version of the actual tale written by the brothers Grimm. Share the real version of it. I would be violating all our 3 self-imposed protocols of not talking about sex, religion, and politics. So recently, I met a very formidable challenge. A storytelling session in a class of 7th graders. And I could think of no better story than your Little Red Riding Hood. I entered the class and I started putting on my best smile. Hello, kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, and shut up. One little girl, golden ponytails, reminding me of Little Red Riding Hood herself, stood up and squeaked, "Sir, why are you calling kids?" Excuse me, you are kids, aren't you? No, I wouldn't plan to be fine. Well, what should I call you then? She said that it's highly discriminatory for any adult to call anyone a kid. And that is why I should call everyone persons. I said, okay, lady, oh sorry, okay, creature, you win. Hello, little persons, another hedgehog. A bespectacled boy glared at him. Who did you call little? You guys. Why do you call us little? Because you are little. Who gave you the right to define little? Well, human beings your size are usually considered little. That means that you are actually insulting dwarfs. People who can't grow. What do they do? You will call them little as well? No, son, I have eyes. I won't call them little. We are not little, sir. You can't call us little. We are huge compared to ants. Okay, kid. Oh, sorry. Okay, person. Moving. Hello, persons. Today, we will talk about a girl known as Little Red Riding Hood. Another mention. A tall lady. Why does it have to be a girl? Because the fairy tale is about a girl. What do you mean by a girl? I mean a human female by girl. I don't identify as a girl. How dare you gender me? Since when gender became a word? So, sir, I think you are on very shaky ground there. So watch your step. Why does everything has to be about a girl? I mean, it is a sign of a patriarchy. It should be about a person without a gender. But the fairy tale was 500 years ago, and it was 500 years ago for a reason. Humanity has evolved after that. What do you mean evolved? It's lost gender after that? No, our thinking has evolved. And what if this story was not about a girl? What if I had said, this is a story about a little boy? Then you would have said, why is it has to be a boy? Yes, sir, that's my right. Okay. Person, you win. Dear persons, today we have a story about a person of indeterminate size, of an indeterminate gender, riding an elephant. It was a little boy in a wheelchair. Excuse sir, riding, I'm offended. I cannot ride. Young man, you're riding a wheelchair, aren't you? What? Okay, I'm going to call my father right now. Who's going to cover this? Son, it's very sad that you can't forget. You have to live with the fact that there are people in this world who can ride, and this is a story about one of those people. All right, let's try this again. Dear persons, there's someone at the door. I just received a letter from the principal. she has terminated food. And she has dictated that the only permissible word in this fairy tale is the. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Very well method and full of drama speech delivered by medium Kala in Mohammed as usual. I was very much involved in it, like you all must be. So now let's move on to another exciting segment, which is the most important and most awaited segment. The most awaited segment is the new topic segment.
Can you check the timer first?
All the speakers are.
Everyone, I will go to all for best speaker. We had sir, DK Sharma, did you have a speech today?
No, I did not volunteer to give a speech.
I did not. All right. Just need to confirm.
So next is the table topic session. And for table topic session, I would like to call Toastmaster Mohammed Asghar.
Excuse me, sir. And since the case has to be heard, we should wanted to deliver the speech evaluation panels.
All right.
Or can we have evaluations together? Only for
Okay,
the speech.
first.
Okay.
Let's start that. So I'll be the first event.
Okay, I think let's just allow the team.
No, that won't wait a little. Why? You want to give a speech?
When is it okay?
The same topic, he wanted to deliver evaluation first.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the table topic session, which will improve our listening skills and impromptu session. So it will improve our confidence and it will improve our listening skills and so let us speak spontaneously. So I would like to call the Toastmaster Mohammed Asghar.
Martin.
Toastmaster Majid for the table topic session.
All right, good evening, Toastmasters. Are you ready for the challenge?
Yes.
Are you ready for the challenge? Yes. All right. So life is just like that. Life will not tell you that there is a challenge coming,
Yes.
and then there is going to be a challenge coming actually. So the first speaker for today's session is going to be coming here, and he'll be speaking on the topic of winters are cold, but my entrepreneurship goals keep me warm. Winters are cold, but my entrepreneurship goals keep me warm. And to speak on the topic, please help me welcome Toastmaster Fahim Azhar.
Thank you, Mr. Table Topic Master. Winters are cold, but my entrepreneurship will keep me warm. Or it might not. You know, when I first embarked on the journey of entrepreneurship, I was sold a dream of you gonna be the boss of your own business. You're gonna drive your destiny. Nobody will be telling you what to do at what time. You will be doing what you need to do and you will achieve your dreams. But for him, make sure you make goals. You stick to it. So I did. I had a 5 years plan starting back in 2018. And the plan was I will be owning a factory by the end of 2024. We are in October 2024. And all I've managed to get for myself, a small group in a city, let alone a factory. But you know what? That's fine. It does keep you going. When you start as an entrepreneur, it keeps you going. When you have employees working under you, you don't worry about yourself. You worry about them. What will happen to them? You know, when I was an employee, I was like, is the business going to survive? I didn't care, but now I have to. So yes, if the mornings are cold, or if the evenings are warm, it doesn't matter. I don't care. All I care whether is my business running or not. Over to you.
Everyone please rate all speakers on a scale of 1 to 5. Here we see the book.
See, the best part about coming to Toastmasters meeting is that nobody gives a charge for claps. So please do clap. Please, assembling the courage to face the audience. It's not easy, I'm telling you. To understand this, you need to come here. So next topic is going to be, and the next challenge is going to be, people love to have ice creams in winters because people love to have ice creams in winter because, and to speak on the topic, please happy welcome our new member in the family, Toastmaster Dishan.
Thank you, Toastmaster. And this topic is a surprise to me because I didn't expect it. People love to have ice cream in the winter. Means what? Means anything which is not that thing which is not common for the people to have. But to me, yeah, it's very common. I love to have ice cream in the winter, and I enjoy it. I have to share my experience with you. I had a visit in one of the European countries. There was a -5, -6 degrees, and I had a Coke and ice cream together in the chilling. And I love to have these ice creams and these cold drinks and anything which is cold in nature. So I love to have these things. Also, it's not about the ice cream, it's about anything which you have different in you. Means what? Means that you are distinguished, you are not everyone. So you are a different person. So you have to describe yourself as one of the distinguished individual or guy among these all. So I have to become that individual. I want to become that individual. Thank you.
All right, excellent. See, when you're sitting there and when you're coming here, there are two different musics that you face. So let's move on to the next challenge. And I'll keep the challenge simple. The challenge is I'm crazy for winters because I am crazy for winters because, and to speak on the topic, please help me welcome our guest, Sano.
Please join us at 8 o'clock. No. A number of words of one of a kind, meaning message or time.
Yeah.
That we use it in your example.
If you can.
If you can. How do you have?
That's a total surprise for me that I have also come to see here. I thought I was just sitting and listening to everybody. Rather than topic is maybe the frequency.
I love vehicles because
I don't know if it is because there'll be no electricity bills. And definitely all the charm and all the good weather and everything is you can see the winters and you enjoy the weather and everything. You don't want to go outside and you don't have to worry about the sun and it's not rain and you know how you.
Right. So I'll request you to please put your hands together once again for the book. Because then honestly, when I have to come and give the audience for the very first time, my whole body was shivering and I could not say more than a single line. So you did manage to speak a lot of lines. Very nice. So the next topic today is going to be best travel spot in winters. For me would be best travel spot in winters. And to speak on the topic, please put your hands together for those smart.
Best travel spot for me in the winters. Wow, I wish I could travel because I don't travel. My mother is so sweet that she doesn't allow me to travel. She let me come here, it's a big feat for her. I do want to travel. Where do I want to go really far with something. Far away that nobody knows me, nobody sees me, nobody recognizes me. And that would be the best way to enjoy my winters, summers, autumns, everything. Try to reevaluate, try to get perspective, and try to get a new, fresh perspective in life of nature and everything. So that will be the best way to travel. And it's basically probably given me, which I have learned to Congress. Thank you.
All right, excellent. So now we know that speaking in front of public and without knowing much about the topic is a challenge. All right, so next topic is going to be I prefer winter over summers because I prefer winter over summers because, and to speak of the topic, please put your hands together for Toastmasters and Run. We do not charge you for claps. Yes.
Man, the word winter is a magical word. Just thinking about it gave me chills. And I do love winters, obviously. Who doesn't? Is there anyone in the room who loves summer and autumn more than winters? That's weird because I mean, forget about electricity bills and forget about all the dirty bodies and all the smells. It's just how do you get to live that long for the sunrise and sunset? It's just a lot of us live that. So I do prefer winters, not only because there are no electricity bills, there's no smelly bodies around, there's no threat of your own, and there are the sun rises late and sets pretty early. That's the best part, by the way. But also because I get that whenever I wake up in the morning, I get the smell. That morning smell that I cannot smell anywhere at all. Because that smell reminds me so much of my childhood, where I was born in a small city called Chaman in near Afghanistan. It was very chilly, and I was up till 5 years old to any country, any place that such long days and so warm weather. So the best part about winter is that it reminds me of my childhood. I always wanted to be cold. Thank you.
Great.
Trust me, I swear on God, nobody will be charging for claps. So please do clap for that. Right, so I think how much time do we have? So, okay, anyways, the next speaker who is going to be taking the stage will be speaking on, I think I'm scared of winters. Because I think I'm scared of winters. Because, and to speak on the topic, please put your hands together for Toastmasters Sarah.
Thank you, David Master. I think I'm scared of winter. I think I'm not scared of winters. I love winters. Because there are certain things which comes and which you enjoy in winter, late night chais, coffees, and gossip. But in summer, you're not willing to go out at that time and having a cup of tea at late night because it's summer. So winters are there for these gatherings or maybe shop meetings with your friends. Sometimes you are scared because it's a dark, long nights and shorter days, and you are filling up your day with doing your work schedule to be adjusted in those times. So I think you adjust yourself and you adapt those how to come up with a new strategy in the winter over the summer. In summer, you are relaxed, have a long day. You can manage your time and everything in those like till 6 o'clock. But in winter, you need 1 hour or later. You need that time to cope up with your work. That's why I think sometimes you're scared, but not always. You learn winter. Thank you. Over to you.
Right, excellent. So can we have somebody from the online audience, Toastmaster Zoha?
Yes.
So Toastmaster Zoha, are you with us? Right, so if Toastmaster Zoha is not with us, then can we have DTM Azam Ali? All right, so there you go, DTM Azam Ali. So you are going to tell us your favorite cold drink of winters is. Your favorite cold drink of winters is DTM Azam Ali. In your glass.
Sorry, it is another good day when my internet is not working properly. Kindly repeat your topic.
What's the topic?
Favorite cold drink
Favorite cold drink of the winter.
in winter.
In winter.
Okay, you can say you. You understand?
You got the topic, Azam?
No. Please make a problem.
Why do you hate coffee in winters? Why do you hate coffee in winters?
Okay, got it.
Okay, I think the voice of DTM Talha was more clear. Anyhow, I got the topic why I had the coffee. Well, I think the winter drinks like tea and coffee, and it's one of my habit which is not liked by my spouse because she's fond of the coffee as well as the tea. Whenever there is a winter, then uh, of course usually we used to have a tea in our house, but in winters the coffee is mostly used in our house. And by instinct, I don't like coffee or tea. Um, One of the reason is that I think our taste buds develop with in the childhood, and as I not used to drink the coffee in my childhood, and after I think when I cross the 20s, then first time I drink the coffee. And as I belong to the Punjab, you know that the lassi is very famous, and we are used to of drinking different kind of lassi. The the dagdi lassi, you might don't know about that type of lassi, and chatti ki lassi. So it's also one of the kind. So we are more used to of drinking the lassi than the tea or coffee. And the coffee, the taste of the chocolate is one I don't like. I don't eat the chocolate, I don't eat the coffee. So, but with the passage of time, my wife has convinced me to take the coffee in the winters. So now sometime in the winters, I used to take the coffee as well. Thank you, and back to the table topic master.
So with this, we have reached the conclusion of today's Toastmaster table topic session. So give yourself a big round of applause. Now,
Mr. Timer.
Yes, all the speakers are on.
Okay, everyone, I'm voting poll for best table topic. If you haven't voted for best speaker, please do so now.
Okay, so let me remind you back again, theme of the day, the journey of the migrating birds. You see, every year these birds fly and face the challenging of the chilling wind and the biting cold of the winter. What lesson do they give us? What lesson have we learned from these journeys? Is it in the lesson of taking or helping others and supporting each other in a difficult time? I really want to quote one couplet of Allama Muhammad Iqbal here. First time, रब्त मिलत से है तन्हा कुछ नहीं, मौज है दरिया में और बैरूने दरिया कुछ नहीं. One more couplet of Parveen Shakir I'm recalling at this time. By listening, by the winter and the birds and the trees, I really want to share one couplet of कल रात जो ईंधन के लिए कट के गिरा था, कल रात जो ईंधन के लिए कट के गिरा था, चिड़ियों को बहुत प्यार था उस बूढ़े शजर से. So let us embrace our journeys with coming together, loving each other, helping each other in their difficult times, and embrace each other with the smile and with love. So inspire, rise, and transform. Moving back to our last segment, the journal evaluation. Now this is the time for journal evaluation, and let's welcome our journal evaluator, our distinguished Toastmaster known for his keen insight and guidance, a Toastmaster with 3 decades of legacy, our DTM, Sarfraz.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, Toastmaster Salah Hamid, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. We now come to the third and final segment of the Toastmasters meeting. We've already had prepared speeches and the table topics. And in this third segment, the evaluation, we will get feedback from our evaluators who will provide their opinion about what they liked about the speaker's speech and how the speaker can improve this speech. We will also have a table topics evaluator providing feedback to the table topic speakers. Then we will ask our facilitators, role players or helpers for their brief reports. And finally, I will provide a brief overall evaluation of the meeting before turning the control of the meeting back to our Toastmaster. The general evaluator does not evaluate the speeches. And I mentioned this because 2 days ago, on Monday, I was invited to speak at a club which is in the process of chartering. The club meets in person about 10 minutes drive from my home. When the general evaluator was introduced, I recognized him. I've known him for about 25 years. He is an experienced Toastmaster. He came up to the front of the room and he evaluated the speeches. And I figured, let him continue to do that instead of interrupting him. Before he evaluated, somebody said, hey, I was supposed to evaluate the speeches. Oh, sorry. So at this time, I'm going to introduce our evaluators. Our first speaker was Toastmaster Bilal, who gave an icebreaker speech. The evaluator is Distinguished Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid. Please welcome Distinguished Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid.
Thank you so much. I'm today feeling particularly intimidated because Toastmaster Bilal happens to be a Gen Zer and I am who I am. I'm very scared of hearing okay humor any second, but I'm not a humor. In fact, I missed being a millennial by only 2 years. That's the tragedy. So, in Gen Z slang, Toastmaster Bilal, your speech slapped. You owned the stage. And you started very confidently. And you made us all sit up and take nervous by some very creative uses throughout the speech. The first of which you dropped in the very second sentence, buried in code and science. And you actually, your body language was excellent as well. It jived very well with whatever you were saying. Not only your limbic movements, but also your facial expressions. So that is something very rare to see. That is something that I am trying to improve on even today after all these 800 years that I've been in Toastmaster. But you have it already. So congratulations on that. You have a very ready and effortless humor. You just drop jokes off the cuff. Again, very valuable talent. We explain that even more. And you made a joke about okay. You made a joke about Toastmaster stuff, and initially the joke was on you, but then as part of the punchline, we learned that the joke was on us. Again, something very clever to pull off in your opening speech. I will not cover the usual aspects of an icebreaker, but you covered all of them very well. So congratulations once again. A few improvement areas. The first is that you apologize too much during the speech. Please do not apologize. Continue to be romantic couple. I can continue to be our times. At times, your speech needs to be a little more formal. I'm sure you will learn it as you go along with projects. But there was a jarring disconnect here and there between in the tone of your speech. Sometimes it will be too casual and sometimes it can be a little bit formal. Again, nothing major, and that's part of all of our speeches, but something that can be improved upon. And contrary to expectations, your conclusion was a little bit unstable. I believe you ran out of material well before time. That is a testament to your fluidity this time. Don't take that as a negative because you covered a lot of ground. We ended up knowing everything about you. So you ended up fulfilling the purpose of icebreaker. We couldn't say that you missed anything major. And yet you did not touch 4-minute mark. And that is the message that we did. So just a little bit better planning that made your speech even better. Overall, spectacular job. Over to you, General Brown. Sir, you're muted.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Our second speaker was Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar. To value to his speech, please welcome Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Distinguished audience, some habits are rare, and some habits are very rare to even come into notice, which we do unintentionally. it was well-crafted speech by Toastmaster Mohammed Asghar, who explained the effective body language while not speaking of what audience see in other speakers. Eventually, it was a powerful, impactful, humorous speech. Had it a normal flock of speeches, which is normally all path holders will be following, that they will be explaining you what is effective body language. He did something out of the box, made us realize that there are different perspectives of delivering a speech. Now, he was wonderful while having the audience awareness, because somehow we all face a devil boss, or maybe a calm boss, but some negative remarks. His comfort level was amazing. The eye contact was beautifully delivered. Now, if I have noticed so many wonderful and crafted speech, I think the speech can go a little bit on higher level. How? First and foremost, the speech was a very slow. It was not unless we get a sponge that the pinky finger and the nose. It was very slow. So I would request to putting a little weight on your voice and make it a little bit more fluid. Secondly, use the advantage of the expression when audience are engaged with you. So, for example, when you said that the pinky finger and the nose, the nose, and everybody laughed, you could have added another humor punch. Are you thinking that the dirty has been split on the boss chair or boss table? While he was making notes, we were thinking, where is the dirty? Or something similar to that. So this was an advantage. If the audience are giving you an expression that they are engaged, I feel comfortable to take a pause and say, yes, exactly this. Last but not the least, I really love the message. Yeah. I really love the message, that how it felt of the value of those masters. Because here, all budding Toastmasters might be thinking, what is the takeaway if we are spending our 2 to 3 hours a week meeting? It is about noticing what not to do and where to emphasize while speaking. So thank you very much, Toastmaster Mohammed Asghar, a very confident speaker, a good takeaway message, just a little bit of rhythm in this speech would be make it a beautiful and impactful speech. Good luck for your future projects. So what are we doing tonight?
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. Our third and final speaker was distinguished Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid. To evaluate his speech, please welcome Ajay.
Thank you, DTM Sarfraz Nazir. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and particularly DTM Talha. A land of scary tales. Congratulations, DTM Talha, on completing the project. Let me evaluate your speech in 3 segments. Segment 1, what I like about your speech. Number 2, what can be improved. Number 3, summary. Now let's move on to the first segment, that is what I like from your speech. When I heard your speech title, A Land of Scary Tales, I was initially thinking how the scary part can be a humorous part. But you managed both scary or horror and the humor part equally. And sometimes your speech brought me some laughter on my face, especially when you said a formidable challenge in storytelling for 7th standard kids. And when you called a girl a creature or a person, that part brought some some smile on my face. You had a good voice modulation and tone modulation as well. When a kid is speaking, you changed your tone as a kid, and then when you are talking, you brought back that tone to an adult tone. So the tone modulation is fantastic, and the and voice modulation is also fantastic. And you maintained eye contact with everyone present in the room. So that's a fantastic one. And I enjoyed your storytelling skills, which revolved around the conversation between you and the kids. So these are the things which I like from your speech. So what can be improved? As part of visual aspect, I can only see portion of your body from head to your chest area. If you could stand a little further from the camera, I can see your complete body, and I can also give evaluation on your body language. So if you could stand a little bit farther and deliver your speech, that would be great. And second thing, I'm not sure whether you have a laptop in front of you so that you can see the online audience. In terms of eye contact, you are covering the audience in the room. I'm not sure whether you're also looking at the laptop and speaking about the audience, because our images are appearing behind you on the projector. So try to, if there is no laptop, if there is only a projector, try to turn back and then have a look at the online audience as well. In summary, you are a gem in storytelling. I always get inspiration by the way you deliver your speeches, and I thoroughly enjoyed your speech. And if you could focus on the improvement areas, your speech will move to the next level. And I wish you all the best for your next speech projects. Thank you so much. And back to you, General Evaluator DTM Sarfraz Nazir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay. We noticed that all three evaluators talked about what they liked about the speech, but all three of them also provided some suggestions for improvement. And that's what an evaluation is. Not only just letting the speaker find out that they connected with the audience, but also how they can go about improving their next speech. At this time, it is my honor to introduce to you Toastmaster Asghar, who will provide evaluation of the table topics.
Excuse me, Mr.
Yes.
Yes. Toastmaster Latif wishes to say something. Yeah.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
DTM Sarfraz, I know what I'm doing, will not keep you according to the Toastmaster platform, but I just want to take the opportunity. Dear friends, today this meeting is physically my last meeting for this year, and inshallah, if I'll be next year coming up for my holidays, I will be attending in physical, but for sure I'll be connected with you all with online meetings. As a Toastmaster, I have learned a lot, and why I took this stage sincerely, because to thank each and everyone who has mentored me while making my speech, while delivering my speeches, and somehow I have evaluated that there is a very important aspect of looking Toastmasters. It is not about public speaking. It is not about something you have to encourage with other speakers or from the other speakers. It is something to look introspect. There is an evaluation what we do, and this evaluation is that you evaluate each and every step of your personal journey. At your work, with your friends, when you're at home, you deliver each and every moment. So, if I can be any of your help in Toastmasters, how to look at the guide of the Toastmaster website, of your self-learning platform, the pathways, or something you need, you can always buzz me. I'm always in the Karachi Toastmasters Club group, and we can communicate from there. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, distinguished Toastmasters Sarfraz Nazir. Good luck, everyone, and sorry I have to leave. Take care.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. It was so nice to see you at the meeting, and best wishes. And now please welcome Toastmaster Asghar. who will provide evaluation to the table topic speakers.
So my job is to evaluate topics, masters to speakers. Our first speaker was Toastmasters Fahim. In terms of the organization's order. Toastmasters Fahim, he talked about your docs, he talked about your goals, and he said that you don't care about who are being or not, I think the summer. But what I like more, and I like it always when you speak, you always negate the central argument and generate your own points and make a speech for 1.5 minutes. And the way you do it is amazing. I really like your fluency. Though your eye contact with the audience, you are unbeatable. Second close position, what I like is your citation. You thank the table topic masters and the audience for the opportunity to let you speak. And you talked about having ice cream in winter. You said you love ice cream, even in -15. And not only the ice cream, but the different things. But what I like as a speaker in you is your body movements, your hands gestures. You are one of the few speakers who use his hand appropriately to your hands while speaking. Secondly, your eye contact. I saw you having your eye contact with every one of us. Next is someone you want to express the funniest sentence of today's meeting. When you are asked by a table topic masters why you love winter. Did anyone remember what she said? She said, it reduced electricity bill. It was the funniest sentence of the meeting. And everyone enjoys your speech. And especially you had an eye contact with everyone. So only everyone enjoys the hand you constantly holding your hand in the same way. And you're supposed to feel your hand or move them in your appropriate way. What is surprising for me is you abruptly finished your speech. We expected you to complete your 1.5 to 2 minutes speech, but we are expecting you to come again and be a member participant of this meeting. It was for air. We all learn from each other, and believe me, while you are speaking, standing over here, you are speaking more confidently than me. The next was the Toastmaster result, best traveling spot. You immediately target your good mom, and you know it's not something I liked. Then you expressed your desire to go away from. There is only one word so far discovered, so you have to survive over here among all of us. And you became better funny by saying the way you said you had complicated your speech, a very simple topic, that a very complete, a complicated one. But again, what I like is your good explaining of English language, your fluency, and your eye contact. Yes, Toastmaster winter was summer. What I like most, one thing, the way you ask questions to your audience. This is one of the things to grab the attention of the audience. And I remember the question that you asked us whether we like it or not. And you kept talking, you were allocated time. You said with the remind to your childhood, it was surprising to know that you were from Chimal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you is coming from North Tasmabad. And the second thing I like to respond this language and your confidence, your eye contact. Perhaps coming from Urdu medium and something this imposter syndrome, I think everyone is speaking beautifully. Several, sure, all of them is speaking better than me. You support summer because the next one is not here, so I would like to come Azam Ali. Azam Ali preferred traditional drinks. Was the other drinks were available for us in winter, and but what I like most is his confidence, a smiling face, and I think being an experienced Toastmaster may not be surprising for me, but the credit must not be withheld over due. So let me express my appreciation for your conduct, for your postures, and the way you express yourself. This is the end of your.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar, for your evaluation.
But we can't hear you.
If you have,
But we can't hear you actually.
yeah,
Wait, wait.
yes, go ahead.
Sir, let me check. Yeah, this has, okay, DTM Ajay, can you say something? Unmute yourself. Yeah. Can you say something? Just to
Say
test
something in the
our
sense.
sounds.
Say something in the sense feedback or like hi, say.
No. Actually, we just wanted to test our speaker here. So
Okay,
I
is
think
it
DTM, yeah, we can hear DTM Ajay. So
okay?
maybe
Thank
you
you.
need,
That's
yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, appreciate it. Once again, thanks to Toastmaster Asghar for his evaluation of the table topic speeches. If you have not done so already, please provide your evaluation of the speakers in the sense of ranking them or scoring them from 1 to 5, 5 being best, 1 being worst. If you're not already done so, please vote for the best evaluator and the best table topics speaker. Now I'm going to ask our facilitators and helpers for their reports, starting with our grammarian and word master. Please welcome Toastmaster Hiba Rais Khan.
No one spoke word of the day.
One person did the lead.
Yes, block of speeches. Block of speeches.
Yeah.
And as per the Canadian report, someone said all of a sudden, practice in knuckles, and someone mispronounced practically.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Hiba Rais Khan. Our timer was Toastmaster Imran Rana.
Sir, all the speakers, the speakers and speech evaluators were on time, and it is about 8, 9. We are, the meeting is going well before.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Imran Rana. I guess we did not have an R counter, is that correct?
Yes, sir, we did not. Yeah.
Okay, but I've noticed, generally speaking, the R counter keeps tracks of R's and ums, but as an R counter, we should also pay attention to filler words and or repeats. For example, how many of you, raise your hand if you have attended a speech contest? Any speech contest? So in a speech contest, the contestants are introduced by the name, title of the speech, title of the speech, name. There's no need after that for the contest master to say, the stage is yours. So in a meeting also, there's no need to, once you introduce, you provide the name, the person introducing the speaker or evaluator or tabletop speaker, simply applaud and the audience knows you're welcoming them. Another phrase that's used, and we can do without it, is without further ado. Simply just start the sentence. It's just like starting every sentence with and or so. Now, as general evaluator, provide my feedback about the meeting itself. For a long time, we used to say, well, KTC or Karachi Toastmaster Club meetings don't start on time. You may have noticed that today's meeting started on time. Our club president said the meeting will start in 2 minutes, then 1 minute, and it started right on time. Unfortunately, by the time we got to the prepared speeches, the meeting was already 8 minutes late, which is not bad, considering we used to start about 15, 20, 25, or 30 minutes late. What I liked about the meeting was that our club president, during the business section or the club president's remarks section, introduced the guests. Guests were introduced and they were asked to say a few words so that they could get involved in the meeting. And that's great. Many times we ignore our guests. So this shows that we are not just interested in them become members, we also value them as individuals. Club president also provided a brief summary of the last meeting, just in case someone was not present. They'll know who the best speaker, best evaluator, best of the big four was, and that's good. We had 3 speakers. You might say, well, that's not a high number for KTC, but considering the fact that we had 7 speakers last week in the speakerthon, 3 speakers is better than 2. Many clubs just have 2, and some don't even make it to 2, they just have 1. We had 7 tabletop speakers, and of course, since we have 3 speakers, we also have 3 evaluations. So that's great. Now, something about applause. Whenever we introduce a speaker, as a general evaluator, if I introduce the evaluator, I need to introduce them and then read the applause till that person takes the stage or they take control of the meeting. Same thing if I'm the Toastmaster, I should introduce speaker and then clap and have the audience applause until the person takes command of the speaking area. This was a great meeting. I want to see if you had fun, especially those who are in the room. Let's hear, because I've seen many times few people clap, but you can hear. Let's hear. I want to hear the sound. I guess we are not. I can see Ajay clapping, but so that's something to take care of. Another thing that we can improve upon is DTM Talha, can you hear me?
Wait, sir.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you now, sir. Please, can you repeat the last sentence?
Okay, so previously I was talking about leading with applause, everybody clapping. If there are not too many people in the room, to give the impression that there are a lot of people in the room is to clap real fast. So even though I saw smiles on the speakers' faces, but it appeared there was low energy because we were not really applauding each time speaker. And when the speaker finishes this speech, before they leave the speaking area, we should again applaud to let them know that we enjoyed their speech. And now, DTM Talha, if you can hear me, I think you have given hundreds and hundreds of speeches in KTC. Is that correct? DTM Talha?
Yes, sir.
So we have with our District 122's Program Quality Director, PQD, and I think he requested that we should have an audience view so that we can see the audience, and that was great. Unfortunately, DTM Talha, when you were delivering your speech, I noticed some of the attendees were busy with their mobile phones. Now, using a mobile phone during a meeting, if you're in a contest, usually the contest master announces before the first speaker or first contestant is introduced that, hey, please do not turn off your mobile phone, put it on vibrate. But same rule should apply also to the meeting. Now, you may be a doctor who's on call, or you may have a family member who's in the hospital. That's fine if you have to use. But as a courtesy, you should leave the meeting room and go outside, use the phone, and then come back. Because personally, to me, if the speaker is giving their speech, we should be paying attention to the speaker and listen to them. Because it's an insult to the speaker if I'm scrolling and reading my messages and responding to my Facebook messages or WhatsApp messages. So this is something that we can easily improve upon because we are all over 18 years of age, which means we are adults. And the best thing about the meeting that I liked was this is a global meeting. We had attendees from Pakistan, not only just once Karachi, but also Karachi, Lahore. And I think one of the attendees is actually from Kuwait. We had an attendee from Kuwait, attendee from India. And it was glad to see our Quantum Leap fellow Toastmaster, Ajay, who was the best evaluator at the last Quantum Leap meeting. And we also had an attendee from USA. So KTC is a global club. I was honored to be part of this meeting, and I enjoyed the meeting. Thank you to the 3 speakers, 7 tabletop speakers, and the 3 evaluators. And special thanks to Toastmaster Sila Hamid. If I'm correct, I think this is the first time she has served as the Toastmaster of the day or TMOD. Is that correct?
Have you done it for the
Second time, sir.
Second time. You're doing a great job, Madam TMOD, Toastmaster of the day. And now it is my honor and privilege and pleasure to hand the control of the meeting back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sila Hamid.
Thank you so much, DTM Sarfanaji, praising me. And this is the second time I'm performing the role of the Toastmaster of the day. And I joined Toastmaster on 27th July. And I marked it as a beautiful day of my life. And I've transformed myself. I've learned a lot, and I've gained so much confidence. But the first half of my role, you have seen that was my fear thing. But I overcome, and I'm trying to overcome all those fear which is in me. And as the Iqbal day is coming, I'm really fond of Iqbal, and I really want to share one quote of his, whatever he says, that inspire, rise, and transform, and learn the art of self-awareness and improve yourself, transform yourself. And I'm a big fan of Allama Iqbal. I'm a big fan of poetry. So I really thank you all for listening.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Sila for a wonderful session. Everyone, I've floated the poll for the best big 4. Please vote, and we need your votes because
in one thing.
Yeah, please.
Meeting.
Okay, with due respect, I want to share one shade, which is the turning point of my life. पिरोना एक ही तस्बीह में इन बिखरे हुए दानों को, पिरोना एक ही तस्बीह में इन बिखरे हुए दानों को, जो मुश्किल है तो इस मुश्किल को आसान करके छोड़ूंगा, जो मुश्किल है तो इस मुश्किल को आसान करके छोड़ूंगा, दिखा दूंगा जमाने को जो मेरी आंखों ने देखा है, दिखा दूंगा जमाने को जो मेरी आंखों ने देखा है, तुम्हें भी ऐ सूरतें आईना हैरान करके छोड़ूंगा। Thank you.
Please send these words to Toastmaster Imran, Toastmaster Hiba, and who else is not making speeches. We'll give you 1 week, otherwise you'll receive this.
And Toastmaster as well, up till now has not become.
He will definitely be.
All right. So everyone, please vote for best big four. Please vote for best evaluator. Please vote for best speaker. You have to rate each speaker. You can't get away just with ticking a box. So while the results are being compiled, once again, we call our guests. And this time, yes, Zoha Shehzad, would you like to share your thoughts?
So, hello everyone. This is Zoha, and recently I had a call with Azam, and I wanted to have an overview on Toastmasters. So, I'm working in Mahmood Group, that is the, you can say, the top 10 exporters of South Punjab, and I want to have an overview about Toastmasters, like if we implement this in our organization, and I wanted to have a real experience, like wanted to attend a session where all the activities are being conducted. So one element that I think mostly impressed me is that everyone is coming up and they are speaking their minds. So they have been given the topics on which they are speaking, and they have been given the concepts on which they are speaking, but they are speaking their minds, and no one is shaming anyone. So this is one thing that has mostly, you can say, impressed me, and looking forward to have a collaboration with Toastmasters, and will confirm Azam from Toastmaster what we are up to now for future.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Yes, Laura. We look forward to your participation in further meetings. We also try to invite you for table topics, but perhaps the connection wasn't there. But we'd love to have you in future meetings. DTM Adam, your thoughts on the meeting, especially pertinent and important since he's the program quality director. So listen each and every word carefully.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. It's always pleasure to attend the Karachi Toastmasters meeting. And as our DTM Sir Frost said, that Karachi Toastmasters is like a global Toastmaster club. People attending it from the various part of the world. And I was also attending the last meeting that was a speakathon, and that was amazing too. I think it's very professional meeting always from start till end. Each and everything was disciplined and interesting, as well as as Gagan said that it's the environment of the Toastmaster is wonderful. No one criticized to other person, don't no one shame to other person. So it's a wonderful learning environment, and KTC is of course one of the top club of our district, and I'll always love to attend the meeting of this club. Thank you very much. Over to you, DTM Talha bin Hamid.
Thank you so much, DTM Mazam. And DTM Mazam has been an integral part of the Toastmasters community, especially those who Karachi Toastmasters Club. He also happens to be a colleague of Toastmaster Imran Mazam. So we have a very close relationship professionally as well. DTM Mazam, your thoughts about
Sure, DTM Talha. I was trying to, am I audible? Okay. So actually, I'm trying to attend this meeting since 3 weeks. But when I was trying to attend, somehow the other work is coming my way because it's during my office hours. So today, I logged in from my office laptop, and I ensured that no work comes during this meeting. I cleared everything and joined the club meeting. And I really enjoyed this meeting because the positivity or the enthusiasm displayed by the speakers, evaluators, and every member on the stage is contagious. And in the last, there are few shares which I don't understand, but I try to understand. But yeah, I got little pieces of the meaning. So I thoroughly enjoyed this meeting, DTM Talha. So yeah, I wanted to attend more and more meetings of this club.
Thank you so much, DTM Ajay. You are more than welcome to attend as many meetings KTC as you want, as long as you keep renewing with quantum leap reports. So, no, even without that, because KTC is open to every Toastmaster. So you just need to be a member of any club on the planet, and KTC is open to you. And yeah, we will have, okay, Madam Sumbo, once again.
I think my first ever meeting, such meeting that I have attended. I had no idea how it goes on, but it was a great experience. And what I really liked about this meeting was that everybody was speaking confidently and without thinking that what others will say, and every other listener was keenly listening to them and appreciating them. What was a major point. Well, I was invited as a guest, but I think I'll be continuing as a participant. Yeah, so I would like to know the details.
Okay. Thank you so much. And results. But before that, as president, I would like to thank DTM Surprise for raising a very pertinent issue. The disturbance during the meeting is becoming a major issue. Everyone, including myself, we need to concentrate on the speakers. We need to reintroduce that culture. There's a designation called Sergeant at Arms in Toastmasters, and right now the people are not acting on it at all. But anyhow, the sergeant at arms role was to sit by the door and actually guard it. You know, nobody opens it during a meeting and nobody makes noise, or if somebody needs to go out, they use token pull. So that was the traditional role of sergeant at arms. But of course, that is just in the manner of speaking. So without further ado, let me announce the results for the meeting. So we have set once again a new trend, which is the rating the speakers rather than the voting. And that has resulted, I think, in a much improved evaluation of speakers. Because when you're asked to take a box, you're forced to select one speaker, right? Maybe you like one speaker 100% and another by 90%, but you're forced to award all your marks to just one speaker. So we switched from the traditional election system of first past the post. Because Masa Asgar will get this reference. First past the post, which is actually our electoral system where the winning candidate, even if they win by one vote, they get everything. And we shifted to proportional representation, which is where the parties get their seats according to the percentage of votes they get, at least partial. So, in conclusion, and I am devastated to report that as a result of this voting, Toastmaster Asgar is our best speaker of the day. I won more. I won more. And there's a difference of a total of 3 marks between all 3 speakers. So, congratulations. Even more meaningful, so congratulations. And our best table topics today goes to Toastmaster Finance. And with permission of DTM Surprise, I'd like to pass a resolution that next time, if someone speaks too much during the meeting, their award will be taken away. Best evaluator today goes to Toastmaster Lateef Mansoor. Best Big Four today goes to, after a tough fight, it goes to Toastmaster Majid Akhtar. So with that, we bring this meeting to a close with gratitude and wishing that we keep having meetings like this, because your participation, especially in person, makes this meeting like this. And if you notice one thing, once we have enough participants in the room, we forget about how the room is, we forget about what is on the walls, because people make the meeting and not the setup. So thank you so much once again, and see you all next week. Thank you to online audience. Thank you, D.K. Madan, D.K. Majid, D.K. Sarfraz, and Toastmasters Kader Iqbal for your pivotal role in today's meeting. Thank you so much, and see you. Oh, we need a group photo. Everyone, please stay online. Please stay online. Kader, please turn on his screen. We need a group photo. Everyone, please. Right alongside this. Thank you. You can stand on that side too. Yeah. But don't block the online. Yeah. Eva, you did exactly what I said not to do. Yeah. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes, you're. Okay, everyone. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.